Hello guys, welcome to the live webinar of English language skills, or you can say the communication skills, an integrated course for working professionals, for people who want to do excel in their working environment, or people who are searching for a job for placement purpose and all. So just to check the diversity, may I know the people, can you just quickly tell me people from how many backgrounds, or what are your backgrounds that you are attending this webinar? Just a quick check upon the diversity to check the diversity of this streaming. Okay. So just along with your role in the company and the kind of the institution that you belong to, can you just let me know? Hi guys, hi Boshiv, hi Rebel Vicky. Hello guys, Aniket Agarwal. Okay. Hmm. So come on guys, quickly. We'll wait for other people to join. Till then, you can tell me if you are a working professional or if you are attending. You're a student. Just let me know what you are doing. Good afternoon, Boshiv. Okay. So guys, what is communication? Anybody who knows what is communication? See, the word communication comes from the root word communis or communicare. What does this word mean? This word means uh, to share. When we share something with someone, that's how communication takes place. But sharing can be of many types, isn't it? We share the same things, you share the same thing, and I share the same thing, but it creates a difference on the impact that it has on the person, isn't it? You must have seen that you say something to the people, they interpret it in a different way. When I say something to the person, he interprets in a different way. Okay, so the same thing said by different people results in different impact on the people. So we'll try to learn how the things happen, how should we communicate, be it in your office environment. If you're a student, how to communicate in your college to build a good rapport. If you're an MBA student, definitely you're going to get into a job and you will be facing PI. Now to talk about myself, I have been into this industry for more than 5 years now. I have trained students for several entrance exams such as GRE, GMAT, IELTS, PT, TOEFL, SAT, CAT, and many other things. I have trained thousands of students on communication skills, soft skills, and entrance exams, competitive exams, and many such things. And my experience, so today I'll share my experience with you all about how I look at this communication. Now, to be very honest, I would say that communication is something that excites me a lot. I have some personal connection, I feel, with this communication thing, because it is very interesting when you get to know. I got into this profession actually because this profession allows you to communicate with people, to know more people, to listen to them, to understand them, to know them more closely, and be a part of their solution of the problems that people are facing in their life, be it related to academics, their curriculum, or their personal lives, or anything. So I would say that communication skills is not just a skill, it's a meta skill. What is a meta skill, guys? Meta skill is something that helps you achieve many other skills. Okay, now if you are parents, you must have observed that you tell something to your children and they don't listen to, isn't it? This happens with most of the parents. My child doesn't listen to what I say. If it's a child, the child's rant is that I say something to my parents and they don't agree to what I say. Or if a professor says something to the students but the student don't listen to him. So there are different kinds of problems that are there. Good afternoon, Sakshi. Good afternoon, Gangeet. Okay, verbal trainer from lovely professional university, Gangeet. Okay, good afternoon, Gangeet. Good to see you over here. I'm currently pursuing CS with BCom honors. Very good. So this session is going to help you people immensely. But one thing before we begin and dig deeper into it is, please stick towards the end, till the end. See, all good things take time, so I would say stick towards the end. If you can't, if you're engaged with something, please stop it for some time. Stop it for some time. Pay attention to this 1 hour live webinar, and I'm sure you will come out with, at the end you will learn something worthwhile that will help you in your post lockdown when you attend your office or college or something. Okay. So guys, yeah, quickly you can comment other people also, like where are you from. Okay, some other people. Shalaka Shinde, hello. Archana, hello Archana. Currently pursuing MBA, Aniket, good to see MBA guys over here. So this is going to help you a lot while you attend your webinars or the WAC PI. It's going to help you a lot. So this is something, see, now Before we start, once again, I would like to show you the objective of this webinar. What are we going to see today? Is that the agenda of this webinar is importance of English skills. So guys, I'll tell you that Britain being one of the largest colonizing countries of this world, it colonized almost all the most important nations of this world. Now what happened after a few years when US started gaining the global power, the shift towards the US use of English increased. Earlier we used to, due to colonization, we were used to using this British English in our conversation, in our professional environment or the business environment or in educational setup. But now the trend has changed. We are all moving towards the US English, though it has certain implications, such as people say that we are moving towards having one global language, which is English, which may eventually result in the decimation of other cultures, because with the loss of a language, it's not just the loss of a language, it can be a loss of the entire culture. But now putting this aside, I would say that since we are moving towards this era of globalization, and since India, we can see that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is doing good work towards bringing other companies to India through his initiative of Make in India. So we can, in the next few years, we expect many more people, many more companies to be coming in, and those will be all the MNCs, the big MNCs coming in and creating jobs in India, and all this will result to English becoming the most prominent language, not just in the country but across the globe. Okay, so in all the setups we require English, that is foremost. Now after that we will get into how to improve my English. So this is the importance of English that is there in our professional environment or educational environment or any other environment, let's say in your personal life as well. But how do we improve it, isn't it? The other question is, how do we improve it? So it is important, but how do we work on it? So we'll discuss few things how to improve on it, and then we'll move to the tools that you can actually use to improve it. So first I'll tell you how to improve it, and then the tools that will lead to the improvement of doing it. So let's move to the first thing: impact of communication skills in your career growth. Now, soft skills. Now, guys, what do we mean by soft skills? Soft skills are, again, I would say, a meta skill. Why is it a meta skill? See, it's a combination of many things. Why many things? Because time management, you learn time management through soft skills. You learn how to be more productive in your working environment. So your interpersonal skills get enhanced. Now, have you seen a person when you go to your office, you see a very cheerful face, and you find this person talking in a loud, clear voice, very confident, and you feel like the personality seems to be so attractive, isn't it? You feel like talking to this person. So this person feels confident about himself or herself because this person has a good grasp over his, apart from the domain knowledge, he has a good grasp over how to convince people, how to make people attract towards himself, and this is self-confidence. And you gain self-confidence only when you know that you are good at something. When you're good at something, when you know that I have very good communication skills, definitely when you meet people, when you see people or people meet you, they will definitely get influenced, isn't it? In your working environment, in your anywhere you are traveling in a metro, people feel like talking to you, or anywhere else, you tend to have a very pleasant personality. And I would tell you that when you feel confident about yourself, that's when you allow other people to feel confident about you. Okay, so it is about gaining self-confidence and giving other people a chance to win confidence on you. You must have observed that in your office, when there is a certain critical situation, your manager, he looks for certain people, a certain set of people, like this is the person, where is this person, I want him to come over here, I think he can take care of this thing well. Why is it that? Why is that he has some personal preferences over there? Because this person has been able to win the confidence. And how he has been able to win the confidence? Because this person has confidence over himself. When you have confidence over yourself, this is how the other people bestow confidence on you. So it is very important to have good communication skills to gain confidence so that other people bestow confidence on you. The next thing is brevity. Okay, now guys, anybody who knows the meaning of this brevity, come on quickly, can anybody tell me? Archana, working in educational field as an assistant teacher in Bokaro Steel City, Jharkhand. So good to have you over here, Archana. Nitish Mishra, currently working as a quality executive in Honda two-wheelers. Good to see from manufacturing, also over here from manufacturing sector. And Devashi Das from MBA Department of RERF, Kolkata. Welcome, Devashi. Good to have you over here. Okay, guys. Brevity means short and precise, says Madhura. Good, Madhura. Short and precise. Yes, it is precise choice of words. That is very, very important. See, in this world of cutthroat competition today, the one thing that we all lack for sure is time, isn't it? Now, see, you must have seen that you get into a discussion of half an hour with your manager, and in today's professional environment, people need everything in black and white. They want everything to be written in a formal way. So you attend this half an hour session with your manager, and the manager says you that once you go back to your desk, you need to write back to me. Okay, you need to write a mail back to me explaining everything that we have discussed in this meeting. Now that becomes such a headache for you. What to write? We had a half an hour of conversation. How to write like a precise mail, like how to encapsulate that thing in a small piece of writing, isn't it? That becomes very a hassling task for us, isn't it? Why does this happen? Because we don't know the precise words to make sense over there, isn't it? And when you send such long mails to the manager, he doesn't have time to read. The manager calls you and the manager finds you inefficient. Why did you write such a long mail to me? You should have written in short. Go and rephrase and write it in short, isn't it? So knowing the right things, knowing the right idioms. If I tell you that, I went yesterday and bought myself a Mercedes. It costed me an arm and a leg. Okay, an arm and a leg. So you definitely, what kind of image do you create of mine? You create an image that this person knows something. I mean, this person has very good communication skills, because I use the phrase that exactly fits in over here. Costing an arm and a leg means something which is very costly. We say that it costs an arm and a leg, isn't it? So when you have brevity, when you have the precision of words, it makes you sound so very good, isn't it? What is the impression that you create in the front of other people? The other people feel like, yes, this guy has the knowledge of the communication skills. He knows that he has the language, the confidence of the language, the grasp on the language, isn't it? So it is very, very important that we know the precise choice of words. Transactions. What is transactions? So guys, sometimes we get into, have you ever got into this, I should say all the working professionals must have got into this kind of a situation where you are sitting in front of the HR, and the HR is asking, HR asks you to make a self-appraisal. I mean, tell me something about yourself. Why should I give you hikes? It's a time for self-appraisal. Have any of you faced this kind of a situation where you were like, you have so many things to say, but you're not able to express it, and hence you don't get a good appraisal? Okay, please comment in, guys, if you have been over here, if you have faced such a situation. From Guwahati, Assam, and I'm an MBA student. Good to see you over here, Priyanka, MBA student from Danyandeep College of Science and Commerce, Ratnagiri. Good to see you, Madhura Batera. So Priyanka says yes, she has faced this kind of situation where you're sitting in front of a HR, isn't it, Priyanka? So did you feel any kind of a difficulty, like you are trying to say something, but since you could not communicate well in that 10 minutes, you were not able to get a good hike because your HR doesn't find you very efficient, isn't it? So, or people who are into services or consulting services, I would say. So you are into direct transactions, into direct communication with your clients. So sometimes negotiations become like, these are crucial conversations where you are talking to your client, but you're trying to explain him something, but the client is not convinced, and it's the end of the month and you are not able to reach your target. People in the sales field, people in the consulting field, they are not able to convince, they are not able to make payments. So such kind of things can definitely be taken care of if you know how to use your language precisely. I would say the communication skills precisely. Communication skills precisely to communicate yourself, to make the other person understand what you're trying to communicate. So confidence, as we discussed, builds a lot of self-confidence and win confidence of others. Self-confidence, win confidence. Win confidence of others because you have self-confidence. That is very, very important. Okay. I know what to speak, but got blank. Exactly, you got blank because we are not in the situation. We do not face such kind of situations on a regular basis. We do not converse with anyone on daily basis on such things, isn't it? So now, guys, when you know to communicate effectively, don't you think that if your manager has to allocate some tasks among the subordinates that he has, who would be the first choice of this manager? Would it be a person who can communicate the agenda of the teamwork, or who can communicate with all, who can communicate with all in a very good manner, who is able to communicate the ideas, his ideas, and able to listen to the ideas of others and then come to a conclusion and work effectively? Don't you think that the manager will choose such kind of a person? That's what is called a leadership skills. Leadership skills is nothing but when you have this, when you have this confidence among yourself that you can address people in such a way that you are able to make the people understand what exactly is your intent, what exactly do you want them to do, isn't it? And that's what increases the efficiency of your team, and in return it increases your efficiency as well if you are leading the team. Conflict resolution, definitely it leads to conflict resolution. Now I'll tell you, we all have been through this situation. I'm pretty much sure about it. We have been in such situation. We are trying to say someone about something, but they are not convinced about what you are trying to say because they have some other views, isn't it? Let's say, let's talk about someone that you're talking about. You find some person or someone to be very good, okay, or something to be very good. But on the other hand, you have someone who has negative views about the same thing, and you both indulge in a communication, in a verbal communication where you're trying to say this people. Now the other people, since you have a different kind of perception about this person and your friend has a different kind of perception about the other people, that's where a conflict creeps in, isn't it? What happens is you say something about this person and the other person doesn't agree, leads to a conflict. So if you know how to communicate effectively, for sure you can make people understand your point of view and make them agree to it. Okay, so knowing communication skills, effective communication skills, helps you a lot to resolve conflicts. I'll tell you my personal experience that I have. Now I am in a I'm definitely, like, education field is a service field. I am a soft skills. I'm actually a verbal reasoning trainer come soft skills trainer, communication skills trainer, I would say. So I am in direct client meetings. Like, I get students, I get clients. I have done seminars in various companies. I have done various webinars, live streaming of the webinars and all, where I come across a lot of people. I face them in seminars. I face a lot of people. Now people ask me this question. People ask me, sir, how to say something and make people agree to what we say. Simple thing is that I tell you that this person is not good. You tell me that this person is good. Now, as long as I keep saying that this person is not good, you will keep attacking me, saying that no, this person is good, you are wrong. Now imagine a situation where I agree to you, I agree with you, and I say, oh, definitely that person is not a good person. Do you have anything else left to say? I said what you wanted to hear, isn't it? Now what will you say me? Now let's understand, what impact does it create on the other person you are talking to? The conflict is resolved. The more you try to make the other person understand your point of view, the more you get into conflict. The moment you agree to what the other person has to say, the conflict ends. And trust me, the person will feel bad about it when you agree to the person. When you agree to the person, the other person himself will give you a chance to speak. And trust me, when you say after that, believe me, you will create, the other person will agree to what you have to say. So it definitely helps you in conflict resolution. Okay, we go to offices and we see people who are talking about us. We get to hear such like grapevine exists primarily in institutions even today, where we hear people speaking ill about us, something wrong about us, and we get to know about this from a third person. Okay, but it all depends upon how we react to the situation that creates an impact upon, like, somebody said that it is not how, like, Sigmund Freud, the father of modern psychology, he defined personality as the way you react to a certain situation. So it all depends upon how you react to that situation is what matters at the end, isn't it? So That's what you can learn through communication skills. That's how communication skills is important to your communication growth, to your career growth. Okay. All the word catching and listening to another person but don't want to speak. Exactly, you agree to what the person say, okay, and you will find that the other person will give you the space to speak. Good to see over here. Harpreet Singh says, I know English, but when I talk to person, I get blank and don't know what to speak. How I can improve my word power? Nitesh AJ from Bokaro has this question. Okay, while I talk to any person, my mind went blank. Okay, Sneha Bharti says, how to overcome hesitation while speaking English. See guys, there are two things I will tell you. One is an activity, the other is a process. What is an activity? You take a plate of rice, you eat it and you finish it. Your stomach is full. It's an activity, isn't it? What is a process is something that is not defined in a time, in a time frame. It takes time, guys. To do anything takes time. Something that you follow religiously over a period of time, it all cumulatively gives you a bigger impact. Okay, like there is a word called kaizen in Japanese. What does that word means is, if you have a bigger task to accomplish, break that task into 365 smaller tasks, so that every day you accomplish one small task, so that at the end of 365 days you have a bigger task accomplished. So it's a process, guys. It doesn't happen in a day. Process is a systematic flow. Definitely, yes, Madhura, it's a systematic flow. It happens. It doesn't happen overnight. It is something that takes time. So we will discuss in the coming slides what to do, what kind of habits should you inculcate into yourself, so that it helps you in the longer term to be a good communicator, to speak without hesitation, and to be ready with ideas whenever you are talking on anything. Let's move forward. So this is what you all are asking, you have been asking about. How to improve? Engage. Engage yourself in logical discussions. Very, very, very important, guys. All the intellectuals in this world, now people whom we call so-called intellectuals, whom we call, are the people who engage themselves in logical discussions. Now, it might not be making much sense to most of you as of now, but I'll explain you how this is important towards your improvement. This is important too, because when you engage in a logical discussion, see, we say that necessity is the mother of invention, isn't it? So here we are not inventing anything, but we are definitely discovering something. When you get into a conversation with others, in a logical conversation, anytime when you're talking to someone, make sure that you're talking something logical. You're talking about something that makes sense, something that is very pertinent to today's world, or something that is going on in your news, something that is productive. Okay, when you engage in such kind of discussions, you will find that you don't know about certain things. Your friend says something, you say something, and you listen to what your friend has to say, and then when you realize that, oh, there are so many things that I don't know, that's what creates a curiosity from inside to know. That if you want to get into logical discussions, you definitely need to get stuff. What will you talk? In the search of the stuff, you will start reading more and more of material. Okay, you will start browsing more and more. You will start reading more and more. Okay, be a voracious reader. Be a voracious reader. You can see the third point over here. It says read. Read voraciously. Now, people ask me, sir, what should I read? Now, guys, this is irrelevant question, I would say. What to read? Anything that you see in front of you must be read. Okay, but if you have an intention, now if you want to be very specific regarding what to read, then you can have two purposes of reading. The first purpose is, I want to read because I want to improve. My only intention is to improve my communication skills, my vocabulary, my lexical resource. For that purpose, you can read anything that comes in front of you. The other kind of reading is to gain domain knowledge and at the same time learn vocab, enrich your vocabulary skills, enrich your lexical resource. In that case, you can read journals pertinent to your profession, or pertinent to your, if you're a student, whatever it is, read more books so that will give you knowledge. Read journals available on the net on the subject that you are studying. You can see that everything that you are studying in your college has some journals written. So you read those journals, you read national journals, international journals. So it will help you to enhance your domain skills as well as it will enrich your skills of the knowledge. Okay, speak guys, speak. The next thing, very very important thing is speak. Now most of the people, I know that this is a problem with most of the people, that they feel that they are not very good at communication, they are not very good with speaking. Now why do you think you're not very good at speaking? Guys, I want to reply on that. People who say that we are not very good at speaking, why do you think you feel that you're not very good at speaking? Can you tell me this? Quick comments from you people. So Archana over here has to say that, sir, I am lexically strong, but I feel difficult to find words when required, as it don't strike my mind on time. What shall I do to solve this problem? Okay, very very good question, Archana. I will definitely respond to this. Okay. Read what interests you. Definitely read what interests you. Read anything that interests you. Okay. Okay, fine. How we can build confidence? We'll get to that, Suchishmita. We'll get to that. Sneha Bharti says how to overcome hesitation while speaking English. Okay, we'll get to that. Nitish Mishra says because I feel shy. Okay. Now, why do you feel shy is again a question, Nitish. Why do you feel shy? See, let's get into the root cause of it. Feeling shy is not the root cause. Feeling shy is definitely a cause, but it is not the root cause. Let's remember. Let's dig a bit deeper. Let's get into. Okay, I think someone will judge you. Okay, okay. Now, see, I being a trainer, I address thousands of people. Why don't I have this fear that people will judge me? Anybody? Can you tell me this? Why? Lack of practice, says Madhura. Exactly, lack of practice. I think someone will judge me. Lack of confidence, because I left with short of words, says Sakshi. Jashi says, I think watching web series or something like that with English subtitles makes you understand the movies as well as improve your vocals. This is the biggest myth that I want to burst today in the class. Watching English series, movies is not going to enhance your communication skills. Guys, stop reading those blogs and all which say that watch English web series and watch these things because these things will help you improve your English. No, it will not. I can bet you on that. No, it will not improve your communication skills. I'll burst this myth today. Lack of confidence is a global problem. Okay, so Monica over here feels that lack of confidence is a global problem. Okay, right now I felt that the only global problem was this pandemic corona. Thank you, Monica, for putting this forward. How to speak fluently, exactly. Now I'll tell you what the problem is. The root cause of this problem is, guys, why? See, I'll say something now. If you all agree, I want you all to just comment over here that yes, this happens with us. When you say something, words don't strike your mind at the right time. Now, whatever your mother tongue is, I'll give you a situation, try to understand this. Whatever your mother tongue is, if I ask you to speak on a certain topic in your mother tongue, don't you all think that you all be able to speak at least something on that topic in your mother tongue? How many of you say that yes, I can speak? One cannot speak. Yes, exactly, Madhura. One cannot improve any skill unless and until it is done practically. Yes, exactly. If I give you a topic to speak on in your mother tongue, can you all not speak at a length on that topic? You all can speak, isn't it? Okay. So what is the problem that we face when we are asked to speak on the same topic in English? What is the problem that we face? Tell me. The problem is, you see, we cannot say that we are in lack of ideas. We are in lack of ideas. You cannot say that we are in lack of ideas. You are not in lack of ideas, because if you were in lack of ideas, you wouldn't have been able to speak even in your mother tongue. So lack of ideas is not the problem over there. The problem over here is that since you practice this language every day, your mother tongue is something that you communicate in this language every day, isn't it? Every single moment you are talking in this language, isn't it? So you have practiced this language over years. So when somebody asks you to speak in this language, it becomes a cakewalk for you. But when I ask you to speak on the same language in English, it becomes difficult. Why does it become difficult? Because we are not able to express ourselves in this language. And again, why are we not able to express ourselves in that language? Because the actual words do not strike our mind at that particular moment. What is this word called in English? We start searching for words. Am I right, guys? If you feel yes, do click it over here. Do answer me. Yes, this is what happens. We start searching for words. The words don't readily strike our mind. I can speak, but grammar problem, it's a big problem. Yes, Divashi, definitely grammar is a big problem. Okay, grammar is definitely a big problem. We will get to that. Next, we have the tools to improve. We will see that over here. In Hindi, we don't learn grammar, but in English, we have to worry about grammar while speaking. No, Tanya, there is grammar in Hindi also, but since Hindi is something that you have been practicing over years now, you are not very conscious when you speak in Hindi, because you every day speak Hindi or whatever your mother tongue is. Getting it? So you do not get very conscious while you are speaking this language. But when you are speaking in some other language that you are not very accustomed to speaking, it creates a problem because words do not readily strike your mind. Every subject has a grammar. Exactly. Actually, words don't come at the right time. Yes, Harpreet, that's the exact problem. Why doesn't the word strike in your mind at the right time? Can anybody tell me this? Why don't the words strike in your mind at the right time? Now we will try to understand this, and your problem will be solved forever if you understand this. In which language does our mind generates idea? Can you tell me this? In which language does our mind generates ideas, guys? While we are speaking, it generates ideas in our mother tongue, isn't it? Yes. So it creates, your mind generates ideas in your mother tongue. And then in which language are you speaking? You are speaking in the language of English. So what happens? There is a time lag over there. The time lag in the translation of your ideas from the language of Hindi or the idea of generation to the language of delivery, from the language of generation of ideas to the language of delivery of ideas. There is a time lag over there. And this time lag is the enemy of your fluency. It breaks your fluency. Okay. Yes, our mother tongue, exactly. We tend to think in our mother tongue. So, that time lag which is there while you are translating your ideas into English, that breaks your fluency. So, what can we do to break this fluency? And what happens? What happens? That's what is known as the barrier in communication. The barrier in effective communication is that what happens? Now, in this time lag, meanwhile, our mind is translating the ideas from the idea of the language, from the idea of generation to the idea of delivery. Meanwhile, subconsciously we start using fillers. We start using words such as I feel that. Now this is what is known as a barrier to effective communication. Okay, these are called fillers. Now do you understand why these are called fillers? They are used to fill your gaps while your mind is translating ideas from the language of generation to the language of delivery. Meanwhile, your mind is subconsciously using, to maintain that continuity, your mind is subconsciously using such fillers as and all these things, and these are the enemies to effective communication. Okay, so how we can get rid of these barriers in communication? Exactly. So Sakshi says we can break it by thinking in English. Yes, we can break it by thinking in English. If the generation of idea is in the same language as that of the delivery of ideas, would there be any time lag, guys? No, isn't it? Now people say that whom should we talk to in English? See, I'll tell you, who is the person to whom you talk to in English the most? Who is the person to whom we talk the most? Who is the person, guys, to whom we talk the most? I would say a human mind generates as many as 11 million ideas every day. Can you imagine this? And in what language does your mind generates ideas? In what language do you think about these ideas, about your imagination and everything? You think in the language of your mother tongue, or Hindi for so many of you, isn't it? So just imagine that every day you're very thinking, like through practice, you're able to think in the language of English. Will there be any time lag? Will it not make you more fluent in speaking? What do you think, guys? Will it not make you fluent in speaking? Definitely it will, because you are thinking in the same language, you're speaking in the same language, there is no translation, and thus there is no fillers, you're using no fillers. Okay, now as Jaishri said that watching series, web series and watching Hollywood movies helps us. I'll tell you why it doesn't. It doesn't because I tell you something today. Now today you watch a Hollywood movie, mute the movie and watch only the video. How many of you say that you will not be able to understand the main idea of the movie? Do you think that you will not be able to understand the main idea of the movie? Do you think that you cannot understand the main idea of the movie? No, you can definitely watch something on the screen and you can understand. Okay, you can definitely understand. I'll tell you, you watch a movie, you see some kind of, let's say 4 or 5 people harassing a girl. You understand that those 4 or 5 people have to be the villain. And then you see a guy coming, coming and smashing all those 4 or 5 guys and rescuing the girl from there. You understand that this guy is the hero, isn't it? So is it that to understand these movies, do we need does the audio actually helps us in understanding English? No, it doesn't. Every day read English newspaper. That would be the best thing, Ayush, that everybody can do. I agree to it, but I would say that what happens is not everybody is interested into reading newspaper. You can read anything. That's why I have written over here, read voraciously and actively. Now, what is the meaning of reading actively, guys? Reading actively means you have to engage into reading. Sometimes you can read as many as 500 words, but once you are done reading, you're like, what did I read? You don't remember what you read, because that was not active reading, that was passive reading. Okay, so read voraciously and read actively. Engage yourself in writing, in reading, and what you learn, what you think, what you imagine, and what you experience, start writing it. What will happen? Again, necessity is the mother of invention, discovery, and learning as well. So see, when you start writing, you will face many problems, and out of those problems, it will necessitate the process of learning grammar and everything else that is required. So in the process, you will start learning the grammar part. When you start writing, you will come across situations which you don't know. Like you will come across something that you don't know. What is this called in English? How do I write this in English? So you will get into this dearth of words. You will get into a lack of words. You will start searching for more and more words, and that will enrich your vocabulary and your language skills. You will improve your grammar. You will improve a lot of things when you start writing. So when things find their practical application, that's where learning starts. Okay, now how to improve? How to improve, as we have already discussed, you need to read, write, and do all these things. Vocabulary is very, very important. As I said, read every day, take use of dictionary, and learn words. Now guys, many people I have seen, they prepare a list of words and try to learn words from there. Priyanka has to ask over here that reading novels works or not. Definitely it does, but it depends upon what you are reading. If you are reading David Copperfield, it is definitely not going to help you. So it depends upon your standard of reading. What do you read? If you are reading Dan Brown, it definitely helps you. If you are reading Khaled Hosseini, it definitely helps you. If you are reading J.D. Salinger, it definitely helps you. Okay, so these are the people that you need to read. It depends upon what kind of reading, what standard of reading are you following. Okay, so fine. So vocabulary is something that is very, very important. Don't you feel that it creates a very good impression when you talk to someone and you use a very good vocabulary? That person, you feel like, oh, this person knows their stuff. It makes that person sound good, isn't it? When the person uses a very effective vocabulary. Yes, functional grammar. Now, there are many grammars. There are many grammatical things which are very much theoretical, which rarely come into application. So, functional grammar means something that you can observe very easily in the way we speak, in the way we write. Okay, very observable things, I would say. Something that you can discern very easily. So functional grammar is definitely something that we need to learn in order to improve, in order to speak, in order to write, or in whole and soul, in order to be an effective communicator. Idioms and phrasal verbs, very, very important, guys. Idioms and phrasal verbs. When you go to foreign countries, when you go to countries which have native speakers of English, you will understand over there that idioms and phrasal verbs is something that is widely used over there. Now, I'll cite you something. Few days back, I have one of my friends who went to UK to study over there. Now, UK is a country which faces a lot of racism over there against Indians. So this guy went to a party, but he was a teetotaler. Now, people who don't know what a teetotaler is someone who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, or doesn't indulge oneself in these kind of activities. So he went into this party where everybody was boozing, and here he was sitting aside and he was not drinking or not doing anything. Now, according to the other students, it was like, if only you drink, you enjoy the party, otherwise you don't. So one of the British guys, one of the Brits came to him and said, "Oh, don't be a wethead." Now, this guy, this Indian guy, couldn't understand what he was trying to say. Don't be a wethead. So he couldn't understand what this person is trying to say. And he felt so very embarrassed that he walked off from there. He had to push off himself. Why did this happen? Because he did not know now, idioms and phrasal verbs are very, very important. There are words, I want to hit the hay. Now, if you go somewhere, if you are very tired and you say someone, I want to hit the hay. What does this mean? This means that you want to sleep now. So, sometimes you have phrasal verbs, you have idioms which are predefined that can help you express yourself in a very precise manner. So it is very, very important that if you want to communicate effectively, you must know idioms and phrasal verbs. Now guys, listening. Listening is very, very important. Okay, I'll take few questions from here. Himasri says, how do we know when and where to use these vocabulary? We tend to forget the vocabulary. You tend to forget the vocabulary only when you learn them through a list of words, Hima. If you learn the words through a list of words, I mean, you take a list of words and you start learning from there, you will not remember them for a longer time. Okay, learn words in application, learn words through reading. Okay, when you learn a word through its application, you will never forget it. For example, I'll tell you over here. I'll give you an example. Have you ever found someone of your own whom you admitted in the hospital, who was very, very ill, and you admitted this person to the hospital, and unfortunately you could not save this person? Okay, this person was admitted to the hospital. Someone whom you know. I think, or I wish this happens with no one, but just to take an example, you admit someone in hospital, and the person doesn't survive. With every passing day, the health conditions of the person is deteriorating. What do you call this? What is happening to the health condition of the person? The health condition of the person was at some level. Now the person died. Died means what? The level of the health went on. The level of health went on. The health condition went on deteriorating every passing day, isn't it? What is this called? The health condition was deteriorating. Now you will be able to remember this word for a longer period of time, I can guarantee you, because you related this with a situation. This is not how we usually learn words. Believe me, if you start learning words in such a way that you relate these words to some kind of a circumstance, to relate some kind of a situation, or your prior experience or knowledge, you will be able to retain the meaning of these words for a lifetime, I will say. Getting it? So it is very important to relate your ideas, your words, or whatever you learn to a definite idea, to something. Okay, this is actually, there is a concept in English which is known as mnemonics. This we can discuss later. This is called mnemonics. Now this is a completely different topic. So that is called mnemonics, relating it to something. You can relate it to a song, you can relate it to something, you can relate it to anything that helps you retain the meaning of the word longer. Okay, then the use of dictionary. Make dictionary your best friend. Guys, dictionary helps you a lot, because it also helps you understand this part of speech of the word, which helps you in the longer run. And Google, learn the word. Not always you carry a dictionary with you. So you are traveling in the metro, you are traveling in a train, you are traveling in a bus, you are reading an article, and you don't have a dictionary available to you, so you can just Google the word. Okay, you can find the meaning. Applications, there are many applications that are available on Google Play these days, paid and unpaid. You can go through them. And the most important things, see, I put the most important things always at the end so that I can give more time to discuss about them. Curiosity. It is said that there is a phrase in English which says, curiosity never killed a cat. Okay, the cat is known to be a very curious animal, and it is said that curiosity never killed a cat. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is, being curious is the key towards learning something, towards learning anything in this world, guys. Until you have that burning desire to learn, you can achieve nothing in your life. So that burning desire has to be the foundation of anything that you want to achieve or accomplish in your life. So the curiosity has to be there. That's from where everything begins. Okay, now communication. Now guys, everything that we have discussed in today's course, I have meticulously designed this communication skills course for everyone present in this seminar. Be it a working professional, if you are a professor in a college, you are a student, you are in MBA, you are preparing for your interviews, you are a student who your bachelor's students preparing for your let's say your placement preparations. No matter whatever it is, trust me guys, apart from your professional skills, communication skills help you in having better relations in your personal life as well, isn't it? So we have come up with this communication skills course, which is an integrated course. Now someone was asking about over here, like Tanya is asking about how can I make sentence formation effectively. So you can see that we have incorporated over here the functional grammar thing that will help you make grammatically correct sentences. We have come over here with public speaking skills that will help you enhance self-confidence so that you can become a public speaker. You can get leadership skills, okay, to communicate effectively and with clarity among your team members if you are working in a team, and also if you are a team leader or a player, it will help you do that. Now break the ice. What is breaking the ice? Breaking the ice means you're traveling in a metro, you find someone very attractive, you want to shake this person, you want to try this, talk to this person, but there's a hesitation within you that stops you from communicating this person. You know what that hesitation is? That hesitation is because you are not confident about your communication skills, guys. So this course will help you talk to anyone in the way you desire, convince them, make them agree to whatever you have to say, make them agree to your point of view, make you achieve things in your life, improve your productivity, increase management, increase your engagement, and create better relationship in your personal as well as professional life. So guys, we are offering this course. I have meticulously designed this course. This course will be I will be taking this course. We designed this course for you all, and this is a 24 hours course that we are launching soon. And for now, we are providing, since we are having a early bird offer, where we are providing a straight 50% off until 10th of this month. Okay, until 10th of this month, we are providing a 50% huge off as an early bird off. After 10th, the costs are going to increase. So if you want to, take a leap in your professional or personal life, guys, trust me, this is the course that is going to help you. I guarantee that I'll take you through this course, and you will definitely, this will be a worth your investment. And one thing I'll tell you, we promise more than we deliver. Okay, so whatever I'm telling you over here, I can assure you that the course will provide you more of what I'm promising you over here. Okay, now guys, I'll take few questions. If you have any questions, you can just shoot your questions now. If you have anything to get it clarified regarding the course or regarding improving your communication skills, you can shoot your questions now, guys. Any questions? Any question, guys, regarding the course? You want to know, will this course help for IELTS preparation? Definitely, Hima, definitely, because see, even if you are talking about IELTS, you will feel that I, being a trainer of the IELTS, and as you already know, you cannot expect a trainer to discuss the grammatical aspect of writing or speaking in the class. So definitely it is going to help you. Definitely we are discussing functional grammar over here. We are discussing sentence formation. We are discussing prepositions, conjunctions, soft skills. So it's an integrated course that is meant for everybody else. We have made the umbrella of this course is such large that we have taken into the umbrage of it wide majority of audience. Okay, tools to improve communication skills. Tools to improve communication skills. So we have already discussed this, how to improve your communication skills. So these are the tools. These are the tools, guys. Sakshi, these are the tools, I would say. Vocabulary is the tool, functional grammar is the tool. Knowing these things enhance your improvement. I mean, results to improvement. So download apps, read a lot, learn new words, learn idioms and phrasal verbs, and that's how it helps you. Okay, please provide the course details including the fees. Okay, Aniket, if you're interested in the fees, you can, our team will get back to you. Provide the course details. See, the course detail is our team will get back to you on this. Some applications are like, you have recently we have this Duolingo is an app that can help you. Then we have apps such as Cambly is an app. See, most of these apps are actually paid apps. So I would say rather than taking these apps, I would suggest this course to take. Okay, because all these apps are paid apps, and I don't think they give you personal mentorship. One of the USPs of this program that we are coming up with is personal mentoring, guys. I became a trainer because I have passion about making my student learns their skill. As I said at the beginning of this course, communication is something that personally appeals me so much. I have been an avid communicator, and I love communicating, guys. So this is a course that I have myself designed. I have spent time on it and very meticulously designed to help people who are into, be it you are into sales, be it you are into services, you are a student, you are applying, you are preparing for placements, you are preparing for government jobs, you are preparing for anything. This course is going to help you. Definitely it's going to help you. Okay. So Aniket, our team will get back to you and you can have word with them regarding the course details. The course details I have already told you over here. If you have any specific concerns, you can just let me know. Any specific that you think that you want to know over here. Okay. Tanya, as you said that you are worried about your sentence formation, how can I make my sentence formation effectively? I have taken this into consideration. There are different type of sentence structures. There are sentence structures like affirmative sentences, affirmative negative sentences, interrogative sentences, and interrogative negative sentences. So there are 4 sentence structures, sentence types. And then depending upon the use of conjunctions, we have another 2 sentence types, which are compound statements, complex statements, and then we have, to put conditions, we have conditional statements, we have passive statements. All these things have been taken into consideration, guys, in this course, and this is what this course will help you to achieve. Okay, so that's all. Any questions? I'm here to take your questions now. Is there anything for guys in production field? See, Nitish, no matter which field do you belong with, don't you feel effective communication skills can help you land into a better situation in your company, help you land in a better situation, in a better position in your company? Definitely it does. No matter which field do you belong to, sales and services, you belong to consulting services, you are a student, you are from production, you are from manufacturing, no matter you are from education field, no matter whichever field you are from, this course is definitely going to help you, because we have taken the grammatical aspects of it, of the language. We have taken the soft skills as well. Now if you go to the market, you will find either a language course, English speaking language course, or you will find a soft skills course. But here we have integrated, this is an integrated course. We have taken into consideration all the aspects. I have taken the English language into consideration combined with the soft skills. Okay, so this is, I would say, this is a package of many things that you are going to see in this course. Okay, so this is a course that is meant for everyone, irrespective of whichever field do you belong to. Any question, guys? You can shoot it now. I can help you. Any questions regarding improvement, regarding this course, regarding anything, guys? You can help me know now. Is there anything for guys in banking sector and financial services? See, Harpreet, as I said, financial services. So since you are in services, I think you are into direct transaction with customers. Okay, and if you are into direct transactions with customers, I think since you are in sales services, I assume that you are into direct handling of the customers. This course is most beneficial for people like you who are into direct convincing skills. This is all about how to convince people, how to convince them about your schemes, how to convince them about the policies of your company, how to convince them to take a certain policy, certain scheme, or anything that you do. So persuasion skills is definitely something that is going to help you. How you persuade people, how you persuade or convince a person to take your schemes, to take your services and everything. So this is definitely, your communication skills will definitely enhance your negotiating, transaction, convincing and persuasion skills. So this is definitely for a person like you. How to be fluent as you in communication? Nitish, as I said, this is not an activity. This is a process. You have to be religious. Religiously, you have to follow it. Anything practiced religiously over a long period of time makes you a perfect. Now, I would say it makes a man perfect. I don't know about women on lighter note. I would say this. So how to be fluent as me? See, this is a process that I have followed since a long time, and that's why I'm over here. So guys, this session is going to end now. Thank you for joining so much. Thank you, Harpreet. Thank you everyone for joining this. So we will end this session now. Any questions, guys? For the last time, if you have anything, any queries in your mind, anything that you want to ask regarding the course, regarding me, regarding anything, you can shoot your questions. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for cooperating, for staying till the end. We will be we will be coming up with, are you going to train us with grammar? Definitely, Suchi, definitely we are we will take the grammar part. We will take the grammar part. I know that many of the students suffer with grammar. I know this. I have been a trainer for more than 5 years. I have trained students for IELTS, GRE, GMAT, SAT, CAT, TOEFL. I have trained them for more than, I would say, a dozen of exams, I would say. Okay, so in my experience, I know that grammar is a pain in the ass. I know this. So it is definitely going to help you all, guys. Okay, definitely, and it will be, definitely we are going to discuss grammar in this. Archana, any questions that you want to ask? Tanya, Archana, Madhura, any questions? Any question, guys? Any questions regarding the next 10-15 minutes? I'll take your questions. I'll stay over here. Thank you, Ayush, for saying that it was a good session. If you feel interested, if you want to know more of it, see, I'll tell you this session. I am very passionate, guys. See, apart from being a trainer, I would say I have been into this profession because I love communication myself. So I would love you all to take this course, and definitely it would be like, you know, it would be an enriching experience for all of us. Do enroll for this course. When will we get details of fees regarding of courses? So when will we get it? Okay, JD, do we have any information regarding this? The course details and all. Okay, so the details of the course will be shared with all the attendees by tomorrow, guys. Okay, so details of the course will be sent along with and regarding the timings. Guys, we will have a personal word with you all. Timings can be flexible. We'll go with the timing that suits majority of you, since I know that most of you are working professionals or students or whoever you are. It doesn't matter. We will have a course towards the. We will take the majority of them. I mean, when majority of you would be comfortable taking the course, we'll take the course at that time. So don't worry about timings. Don't worry about anything. If you like the course, just reach out to our team in order to know about the details of this course. Okay. So Nitish asks, can we have again a free session? Definitely, Nitish. We will be coming with. Okay. Guys, people who are preparing for overseas exams such as IELTS or PT or anything else, we will soon be coming with more of such free sessions where I'll be helping you. These sessions are going to be very, very beneficial, guys. In few days, we'll come with IELTS course as well. We'll come up with IELTS free webinar. Okay, so definitely we'll be coming with more exciting courses, more exciting things, Nitish. I want to ask regarding you, sir. What do you want to ask, Harpreet? You can ask me now. Any questions regarding me, regarding my experience with communication, or anything that you want to ask? Okay. Shiv, if you are interested in the course, our team will reach to you. Yes, Harpreet, we will be surely conducting more of free sessions. See, it gives us a lot of, you know, inspiration. It gives us a lot of motivation when we see that it is benefiting a lot of people. It's benefiting a larger mass, a bigger mass. It definitely motivates us a lot. So stay connected. Try to stay connected with us. Try to be in contact with the team. We'll try to update you with every webinar that we are conducting, every free webinar we come up with, every new course that we launch. We'll try to communicate it to you all. Do we get the certificate? Very, very important, guys. Yes, you get a certificate. Yes, you get a certificate at the end of this completion of this course. So this is going to help you a lot, guys. People who are going for their placement, people who are going for their who are into any kind of field, this will definitely help you enhance your resume. So at the end of the course, you will be definitely you will definitely get a course completion certificate, Suchi. You will definitely get a course completion certificate from from GTQ. What propelled you into this? My passion towards this language, Nitish. I would say I fell into communication skills. I fell in love with communication skills. I was an automobile engineer. I worked with an automobile MNC for a few days. But my love for the language, my love for communicating with a larger mass to serve the greater purpose brought me over here. And I have been serving people, and good to see that you all have supported students like you all have supported a lot me in this journey. Thank you guys, thank you so much. Any other question, guys? So again, I would repeat, this is a certification course, guys. At the end, you get a certificate, you get a completion certificate. Okay, so grammar is included in this course, leadership skills is included in this course, time management is included in this course, interpersonal skills, personality development. It's an integration of what not, guys. If you take soft skills courses, you will not get grammar courses. If you want grammar courses, you take spoken English or other classes. But here we have combined, integrated everything. Okay, so this course is beneficial to you, and as of now, since we are launching the course, we are giving you heavy discount, straight 50% discount, guys. Okay, so our team will reach out to you all. Do enroll in this session. Okay, in this course. Looking forward towards getting a good response from you all, guys. Thank you, Harpreet, for showing your support. Thank you, Suchi. Thank you for attending the webinar. Thank you so much for this session. Thank you, Nitish. Thank you so much for being so patient and attending the seminar till the end. Thank you, Suchi. Thank you, Harpreet. Thank you, everyone, guys. Thank you, Aniket. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Ayush. Thank you so much, guys. So I am signing off, and we will keep you posted for regarding our other webinars that we'll be conducting soon. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.